Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. As usual, I'm super short on time, but I wanted to say, welcome to 2025. And for those of you that are following me, I thank you for all the support that you've given me over the years. And I just wanted to say that I think this is going to be a very transformative year. I have not claimed a year as my year in a very long time. I'm just not the type of person to do that. And I've had years like 2019 and 2023 that really ripped my butt. Everybody said 2024 was not good either. All I did in 2024 was work to the point of exhaustion. Sometimes because I had to, sometimes I wanted to because I had certain goals that I was pushing myself towards. But this year, the theme of working smarter instead of harder is really sitting on me. But anyway, that's not what this message is about. This message is about there is something that you want to do that you think you don't have time to do or you would not be good at, and you are not taking the steps to do it. So I'm going to give you a story, and then I'm going to tell you why this message is so close to my heart. I was like, I got to share it. So in 2020, when COVID hit, I am in the Northeast. We were fully on lockdown from about mid-March to either mid to end of June in 2020. During that time, I started working remotely for the first time, but I still worked about 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, depending on my schedule, right? And hair salons were closed, doctor's offices were closed, like everything was really, really closed. And I'm the type of person, if I don't get to feed into my creativity and change up things, then I'm not going to be able to feel good about myself. And that depression is going to start. And no matter how much you work out your body physically, because the COVID years up until 2024, 2020 through 2023, I stayed pretty fit. Actually, the most fit I had been in a long time. Because with working remotely, I had to realize your mental health can suffer in some places, just like it can working in person. But I had to come up with some strategies that works for me. Number one strategy is I don't work in my night clothes or my pajamas or whatever. Every day I get dressed for work like I'm really going to work. Obviously, I don't wear business clothes at home, but I put stuff on that makes me feel good. And this is the top today that I really wanted to wear that is going to make me feel pretty to get through my day. But anyway, so all of this is happening. And at the time, I had a sew-in weave with a frontal. And now I have to take this thing out because I can't leave it in, to infinity. We don't know when. I didn't know the hair salons were going to open in June. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I had to take out the sew-in and take off the frontal. And I just didn't really know what to do with myself. So I started to tell myself that maybe I should get into wigs. And my mom and my sister wear wigs. They dibble and dabble in them. I had never done it. My sister's more, she'll ball off her hair sometimes or wear a lot of braided styles. But I didn't really think wigs were for me. And I didn't think I'm creative enough to learn how to do a lace front. But at the same time, I'm in the house and I'm getting depressed. And when I find my mental health slipping, I will do anything to not have my mental health slip, right? So it's usually a cue that I need to do more breathing exercises. I need to do more strength training. I need to do some cardio, or I need to watch my sugar intake. But when I feel my mental health slipping, I'm going to make some changes. So given the schedule I told you, I'm working at least 12 hours a day. I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I would make sure I did my little workout, my little home workout. And then I would make sure I had enough time before I start work at around 7 a.m. I would make sure that I would try to put on a lace front. I would only at the time reinstall human wigs that my hairstylist had already, oh no, I wasn't doing wigs yet. So not that my hairstylist, but at the time I said, I'm not touching a human wig because I don't have enough skills to do it. So I started off with synthetic, but I did start ordering some human wigs. and was trying to figure out like how I could cut them. I mean, it was a mess. The wig would be like in the middle of my head. The wig would be like here. It was just a mess, and forget about it. There was no sense of melting my lace, I think, until summer 2022, right? I went through a lot. I looked a mess, and I never thought I would be a do-it-yourself person. Now, do I think I can do my hair good enough to be like some sort of stylist? Absolutely not. This is simply just for me. But I do feel like I've gotten to a level where I can make myself look presentable and make myself look happy. And what I found is I like changing up my hair color, if not once a week, maybe every couple of days. And that I have this whole creative part of myself that being in person in corporate America just did not allow me to explore. But the whole point of the story is, had I not been put into a situation where I had to learn these techniques in 2020, between the YouTube girlies, I love you guys. I could have not gotten this far without my sisters on YouTube showing how to do beginner-friendly lace fronts. Okay, so shout out to all the sisters on YouTube because I wasn't on TikTok yet. I was not on TikTok yet. So anyway, something happened in 2021. I had been going to the same hair salon for 17 years. No matter what state I lived in, I always flew back to my home state to get my hair done. So I have been going to the salon for 17 years, and something happened in 2021 that my stylist is still family. You know, some love you like some good soup, peas, and rice, Miss Madge, all right? So something happened at the salon that I've been going to for 17 years that was beyond my stylist's control. So I had to leave that salon. For a little bit, I shopped around to different salons, and then I just realized, like, I'm going to have to take matters in my own hands. Point of the story being is sometimes God puts you in a situation. So March 2020, COVID has hit. I'm trying to learn these techniques so I'm not in my place depressed and sad. And it turns out he already knew that by May 2021, I would not be able to call the hair salon I had called home for 17 years. I would not be able to call it home. So I was put in a position where I thought, even with this crazy busy schedule, I cannot learn this skill. It's impossible. But when that depression started creeping in, I said, I'm going to have to do something. So 4 a.m., yes, sleep was cut short if you think about my work schedule at that time, and me doing my hair. And so it was crazy, but I still took the risk and I did it. And when everything happened in May 2021 and I could no longer go back to the salon I had called home for 17 years, I no longer felt comfortable going back there. Let me make that clear. I realized God already saw the plan. He already said, you're going to level up and you're going to be able to help yourself. So now I do have a stylist for when I go on vacations and stuff. But other than that, I do my own natural and I do my own lace fronts. This is like my first reddish brown wig, by the way. And I got it on Amazon. So if there's something out there that you really want to do that you are putting off and you don't think you're going to be able to do it, yes, sometimes the wig was here. Yeah, sometimes it was crooked. Yeah, sometimes I didn't get the ears lined up quite the way I needed to. But he is still an on-time God, okay? And when he finally taught me that melt summer 2022, and I really figured out what products are going to help me melt my lace, baby, then I really leveled up. And then in 2023, I had some financial and huge health issues. And so for most of that year and all of 2024, I pretty much stuck to synthetic wigs. But then God spoke to me in December and said, you don't have to hold on to whatever it is that happened in the past. You can level up and now go ahead and purchase you some human wigs, okay? Because you stayed humble, you did the task, you show how much you want this, and now it's yours. So this is one of my New Year's wigs. Anyway, I know that was a long way of saying it, but if there's something you're putting off or something you want to do, go do it. If there's something you want to learn and you think it's too late or you don't have time, do it little by little. It's 2025. I started in 2020 and I did not think I would get this far, but I never gave up on myself. And that's the whole point of this message. Go do the thing that you have been putting off, that you think that you cannot do. Go do it, sis, because it's within you. All right, it's KJM. It's Tuesday, and I'm out. Love you guys.